What's up, everyone? Welcome into Dodger Heads, presented by DodgerBlue.com. My name is Jeff Spiegel, and we've got a quick one for you today, but an important one, something that I think could impact the way the Dodgers attack free agency and deal with some of the guys like Justin Turner and Jock Peterson. There were reports that came out on Sunday night, Monday morning, that there was a memo sent to Major League Baseball teams indicating that they should operate as if there will be no designated hitter in the National League in 2021. Of course, the designated hitter was added for the very first time last year in the midst of the collective bargaining agreement that went into a shortened season. Many people assume that in the next major collective bargaining agreement, which will take place in 2022, that there will be a designated hitter. And so there was some uncertainty about whether there would be a designated hitter this year. Again, Rob Manfred sent a memo saying, assume not. Now, there are speculation that this is just posturing by Manfred to get something out of the union. Many people, I think, behind the scenes still kind of operate under the assumption that there will be a designated hitter. But let's look at this from the Dodgers' perspective. If there is no designated hitter next season, this is a big blow to the Dodgers. The Dodgers are a team that is so deep that they can take advantage of the extra bat. They have guys that are massive assets who they don't have enough playing time for, and so designated hitter is a big deal. And I actually think the prospect of not having one could potentially impact their free agency. Now, with a guy like Justin Turner, for example, it's a guy who's getting up there in age. The defense is still good, but not great. Would you want to bring him back if you knew that him as an everyday player, which that would be the dollar amount you're paying him, would have to be in the field every day? I think for Turner, it makes sense. You still do it. He's still good enough in the field. I mean, he's still above average, if not good, in the field. Obviously, the bat is still there. The question becomes, that means where do the at-bats come for a guy like Edwin Rios? Some of these younger guys, DJ Peters, some of the outfielders that they have, where do those at-bats come? Another guy, Jock Peterson. Jock Peterson's a platoon player. He's a platoon player whose defense is probably average at best. And so he would be massively helped by the presence of a designated hitter. If there isn't one, I think Jock Peterson's chances of returning to LA are probably the ones hit hardest by this kind of news. On the flip side, there's one other guy, Kike Hernandez. Does this impact his potential? Not really. He's more of a defensive guy. I think the bat is a plus if it's there, but I don't know if this impacts. So I think for the Dodgers, they have to look at a guy like Edwin Rios and say, how ready is Edwin Rios? How much do we believe in Edwin Rios? Do we believe he can play every day at third base? Do we believe he should be getting, 50% of a timeshare? Because if either of those things are true, then Justin Turner at third base doesn't make a ton of sense if there's no DH. Now, could Edwin Rios play a little left field, maybe platoon with A.J. Pollock? Potentially, but I think they probably feel most comfortable with him either at first or at third, and those at-bats could be hard to come by. So something to monitor. Again, the news is that Rob Manfred, Major League Baseball commissioner, is telling people to operate under the assumption there will be no designated hitter in 2021 in the National League. The flip side is there is speculation this is posturing and that it will eventually get done. An agreement will be reached with the players' union and that they're just trying to put some pressure on them to get expanded playoffs or something like that. So stay tuned to DodgerBlue.com. We'll have all the latest updates for you on that. But let us know what you think. If there's no designated hitter in 2021, how would that impact the way you attack the offseason? Let us know in the comments below. As always, subscribe to all of our social media, DodgerBlue1958, and on YouTube. Make sure you've rung the notification bell because we'd love to be able to get you the latest videos as soon as they come out. My name is Jeff Spiegel for DodgerBlue.com. This has been Dodger Heads. We appreciate you joining us. Enjoy.